Hello, good afternoon people. Right, just a short one this really, doing Edelweiss, the 4.91 on the sub versus Hoegaarden. God, actually clean that, never mind. On the Pro, I won't fill them up, otherwise I'll go along too long, but I've basically dropped this down on the Pro. So there's your Hoegaarden on the Pro, as you can see. Well, Perfectdraft Pro makes no odds. I've dropped that down to 2 to match the sub, and here I have the Edelweiss, as you will know I reviewed yesterday. Right, so let's get that a bit nearer to us. Where are we? Right, we're there. Okay. So let's have a look at them. So as you're getting through that is getting more wheaty. It looked a bit dodgy at first, and as you can see with the Hoegaarden, you know what you're getting with Hoegaarden. Let's be honest. I mean, I used to drink that many years ago. When I lived in Hastings, the early 2000s, and ever since, for the last 7 years, however long it's been out on PD. I know it wasn't out when I originally got one, but however long it's been out for, I can't remember, it's been a favourite. I mean, you talk a Hoegaarden, I've done reviews before. Yeah, absolutely lovely. You know what you're getting with it. Do you know, on the smell, I'd say the Edelweiss actually smells more banana-y, whereas this is more, it's just that Hoegaarden smell, isn't it? You know, you've got your Weiss and stuff, your bloody your citrus, your coriander. You know, I can go on and on and on, sit here going, that's that and that's that. You're always going to get something different, and then someone else is going to say something different, and then the right up from the brewery is going to be something different. So that's so bollocks to the smell. That's just going with the taste. So first, I've got to go on Hoegaarden. Again, I can feel that's 2 degrees, but when I used to drink Hoegaarden in 2001, the whole Hoegaarden pump used to be iced. It used to be ice cold. You see, and people say 6, 7, 8, 9 degrees, but it used to be ice cold Hoegaarden back then. It was also stronger as well. Obviously, I didn't know anything about this. Funny enough, when I used to drink Hoegaarden, I only knew it as white beer. The wit beer bit didn't even come into it. When I drank Kronenbourg Blanc as well, prior to that, obviously, you know, going back in time, my first Weizen experiences. Now, one of the reasons of doing this video was as a YouTube subscriber, well, hopefully he subscribes, I don't know, he might just have commented on that, called Mark, that said you realise how similar they are or something on my Edelweiss post. And I thought, do you know what, he's got a point there. And yeah, judging on first ones, oh, these are, no, I mean, that I scored 9 out of 10 on the Blade, the original one. The other day gave that an 8. I think that was a 9 all day long. Right, this is the bit here. This, compared to this, you'd call this like sweet and sour, because it's got the lovely sweetness, but it's also got a sour hit to it. Whereas to this is more like, compared to that, more like sweet banana, sweet. You definitely get more of a sweetness, and not so much of that lovely bitterness you get with this. I just know that Hoegaarden flavour, obviously for so long. Obviously, as I say, Edelweiss is, and always has been as well, an absolute cracker of a drink. You know, I mean, the last time I did Hoegaarden and Blue Moon. Blue Moon was one that you sort of thought, yeah, that kind of got it. Obviously, I should have put the orange peels in these, but as I showed yesterday, oh no, the orange is, yeah, out of order. In my opinion, the orange does bring out much more flavours, especially in the Hoegaarden. I haven't used the orange so much, I must admit, with the Edelweiss. You can also use a lime or a lemon. That's another one people do. I do think like Blue Moon. If you go out, you get a pint of Blue Moon, it don't have an orange in it, it's like there's something missing. And I think the same with this, you know, it's still lovely in its own right, as is that. I can't, as I say, I can't do the orange in that because unfortunately, they're kind of iced, but yeah, definitely more of that sweetness, you know, bittersweet, but whereas so this is more like a, that's definitely a tough one though. They're both absolute crackers. I mean, if I was choosing one, I'd have to say Hoegaarden. Sorry, I know you say, hey, he's biased towards Perfectdraft. Yeah, I know, heard that one many times. If I was going on the other Edelweiss, remember this is the 4.91. I was going on the 5.3, the Hefeweizen, which is more unfiltered. I don't know if this is, I can't remember, is it naturally unfiltered? I don't think it is unfiltered, if I'm not, I think the other one is unfiltered or unpasteurised, something, one of the two anyway. I'd probably have to go on that. On this one, I'm going to call it Hoegaarden, but it's damn close. And yes, they are similar, as was said. More similar than I thought. Anyway, I'll leave it at that because I've done 7.5 minutes on a quick video. Bonjour.